I'm here to plant a seed today, a seed that will inspire you to move forward in life with enthusiastic hearts and a clear sense of wholeness. The question is, will that seed have a chance to take root?
Obviously, you knew somewhere inside yourself that you were destined to be famous, because I think it's really a marvelous thing, that visualization thing you did. Do y'all read about this or hear this? That you used to go up on Mulholland Drive and park
every night
and visualize seeing yourself as...
Yeah, I would visualize, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever.
This was in like 1987, 85?
Yeah. And I had nothing at that time, so it was like, but it just made me feel better. It made me, at that time, all it really was for me was kind of making me feel better. I would drive home and think, well, I do have these things, and they're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there.
Okay, so you would get this from what, self-help books or whatever?
Yeah, self-help section.
So didn't you write yourself a check? I heard that you did. Is that true?
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself... Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You can't just visualize and then, go eat a sandwich.
That was such a powerful moment for me, because I was not a person who did visualization or thought about my belief system in such a practical way. I learned a lot from Jim Carrey on that show, and he is absolutely correct. If you can see it and believe it, it is a lot easier to achieve it.
Because life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Sometimes I think that's the only thing that's important, really, Now, fear is going to be a player in your life, but you get to decide how much. You can spend your whole life imagining ghosts, worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there will ever be is what's happening here, and the decisions we make in this moment, which are based in either love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it. I'm saying I'm the proof that you can ask the universe for it.
And I find it all so abstract. Why am I an American? Why am I Canadian? What is that? What does that mean? Somebody put a line down and said this is that. We're so much more.
My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that was possible for him. And so he made a conservative choice. Instead, he got a safe job as an accountant. And when I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. And our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. How will you serve the world? What do they need that your talent can provide? That's all you have to figure out.
I used to drive like 50 miles back and forth from Jackson's Point every second night or every night to do a set at Yuck Yucks for free. No pay. Not even a gas stub or anything, nothing. And I used to do that. And did that for the longest time. Just kept working until people started to take notice, and the rest was history.
You can join the game, fight the wars, play with form all you want, but to find real peace, you have to let the armor go. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Like many of you, I was concerned about going out into the world and doing something bigger than myself, until someone smarter than myself made me realize that there is nothing bigger than myself.
And we are born, parents choose a name and they say, your name will be Joel. It means the awesomeness of Yahweh. And you're going to go to Harvard and you're going to be a doctor and you're going to be, and by the way, you're a Catholic or you're a Jew or you're, whatever you are. It's like everything is are these abstract structures that you're given. and it's supposed to hold you together somehow, you know? And I've just given them up, you know? And I don't need to be held together. I'm fine just floating through space like Andy.
I just want you to relax. I had a substitute teacher from Ireland in the 2nd grade that told my class during morning prayer that when she wants something, anything at all, she prays for it and promises something in return, and she always gets what she wants. Well, I'm sitting at the back of the classroom, you know, thinking, wow, my family can't afford a bike, you know. So I went home and I prayed for her, and I promised I would recite the rosary every night in exchange. But 2 weeks later, I got home from school to find a brand new Mustang bike with a banana seat and easy rider handlebar. So that type of thing has been happening to me ever since. As far as I can tell, it's just about letting the universe know what you want and working toward it while letting go of how it comes to pass. It's not to figure out how it's going to happen for you, but to open the door in your head. And when the door opens in real life, just walk through it. And when I say life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, I really don't know if that's true. I'm just making a conscious choice to perceive challenges as something beneficial so that I can deal with them in the most productive way. You'll come up with your own style. That's part of the fun. Oh, and why not take a chance on faith as well? Not religion, but faith. Not hope, but faith. I don't believe in hope. Hope is a beggar. Hope walks through the fire and faith leaps over it. You are ready and able to do beautiful things in this world. And after you walk through those doors today, you will only ever have 2 choices, love or fear. And don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
You're on a spiritual journey, period. And we're all going to end up in the same place, if there is such a thing. Maybe there's just this and that's it. There's us. We're the universe, man.